Good morning. Happy 2025. I hope my voice is, um, you know, t- yeah, I hope it's there, present. I'm trying to stay quiet. So, little styles of sleeping. I had an amazing last 2 months of the year where I was able to take off of almost all work and also this education that I do, and was able to spend time with my wife and our newborn child. And so I was very, very thankful for that. But 2025, here we are. Looking forward to diving back in. I think it's going to be a very slow start for getting these live stream numbers back up, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. I enjoy doing these things, and I think they're great for teachings, learnings, for users and builders in the future. So today, yeah, I wanted to go over some of the. Well, I actually just wanted to mess around with some drag and drop stuff, some fun user interactions. I think that was mainly it. I also am launching a video on the activity heat map that we have in. I'll show this. Let's see if I can bring up my. Uh, yeah, I'll bring up my FlutterFlow. Um, well, an activity heat map for like a GitHub style heat map for activity days. So we are launching that. I have a coffee social app where I was able to recreate sort of that style, and it's been super fun, lots of fun to do that. Um, and so that video will be launching this week. Just working on some thumbnail and description. So here, I'll see if I can Google Chrome. See if this will all work. Hopefully, I won't have to quit Google Chrome to share. No, later. Allow. Oh, Lord. All right. That sucks. I should have done that before. All right, let's see if I can share Chrome tab. Nope. Okay. Well, guys, I will be right back. Uh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just I'm gonna restart my Chrome. So give me a second. Hopefully that works. Oh man, sorry about that. Okay, so we're here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Here it is, Chrome tab, FlutterFlow. So what I want to go over today, and I'll try to see what I can do. All right, this is building perfecta. Try to just bring this over here so I can have it up, and if chats happen, then chats happen. Um, all right. So today I want to go over how to uh, do a small interaction where we have folders here, and I will let me do this for mobile. So we have folders, and then I want to drag and drop folders into this area to delete them. Um, I don't know. It's just a fun little thing that I thought of over break. I want to implement in one of my applications, and I wanted to show you how to do it, and then we can sort of dive into that. I don't know. We have that coffee app. Um, this is sort of what I was meaning by I'll replace screen sharing with window. This guy. Okay. So this activity map here, I have a video coming out to show you how to create this. all within FlutterFlow, all native within FlutterFlow, nothing fancy, no custom code. It's a custom function that's super easy to write. You basically just chat with the FF Copilot, and you get the days of the year. If you know how to code even a little, I'm sure you could come up with that yourself. So, but very fun. And then we just use a grid view with all of those containers. So yeah, people were using columns and rows. And I was like, oh, that's a little weird. For me, I think the grid view works a little better. So, all right, awesome. Um, so yes, what we want to accomplish is, oh, I don't even have the demo. Sorry. I'm just going to chat while this boots up. And let's see. Let's see if I can just, I'm going to have to toggle back and forth. I got a new setup this Christmas, and I no longer have a smaller screen. I have a very large screen, but maybe I could change the resolution of it smaller so it's not so big on, um, yeah, it's not so hard to read everything. Okay, so we have a mobile screen in this case, where we have folders, and these folders, you can think of these as documents even. You can think of it any list of items from a database. I'm actually just using app state right now, but really it works better when you do it in a database. And essentially you have the, uh, sorry, I'm gonna just make sure yeah, it's working. Okay. So you have the grid of items, and then you can tap edit essentially, and you can drag this little drag to delete folder will come, or this section will come up, it'll pop up, and then we can drag these folders down here and we can delete them. So, or archive them in this case. We're not actually deleting them. So let's see if I can come up with this. Yes. Interesting. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Sorry, I know what this is. I need to go back to how do you design themes. I set this to oh man, you see, Restream got new designs and now it's hard to, why don't you just do that? Sorry, I'm at like 110. Anyways, it won't really matter. I will reshare. I'm going to share this mobile app after I sign in, and I'll show you what I mean by this. And then we'll go over how to actually do it. Andrew. Okay. And thanks for everybody for joining. I know this is small today, and I'm sure it's going to be small for the next couple weeks. And we're going to start getting a little more series in. When I was off for my paternity leave, I thought I was going to get so much done, and I was able to get nothing done that I really wanted to, personally. So, okay, here's my setup, and I'm going to edit this. I even have a little animation here, and then I want to be able to like drag this. I'm going to drag this, sorry, design files into the delete, and boom, you've deleted a folder. It gets removed from up here and moved down here. Same thing with dummy folder. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. All right, dummy folder, boom, dummy folder is moved down here, and we'll save and close. And then we just have the 3 folders remaining. So, uh, man, where is that? Really want copy, reduplicate. I really want the settings that I had when I first had this screen. I apologize. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and show how the sausage was made, and I will replace screen sharing with my FlutterFlow Perfecta. Okay, so this is how it is made. I have a grid view here, and like I said, this grid view should be you can do it from app state. I did it from app state just so I didn't have to. I don't have a database set up for this project yet. So um, this uh, this grid view will need to be dynamically fed, either queried, right, or um, queried or dynamically set. The children dynamically set. So I'm dynamically setting my app state. My folder setup is a data type actually. So I have this name, description, status, and this is what we're doing. We're actually filtering the published folders from the archived folders. So published folders in the top section, archived folders in the bottom. And so when we move them, we're actually on drag accept, we are updating this status, and that's moving the folder from the published to the archived, which is pretty cool. I will say so myself. So, and another, hey, tip and trick, right? This is something that we're building out a large platform in FlutterFlow, and one of the things that like almost every collection has is like created by, created time, edited by, last edited time. And I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I have to do this in every single collection. And I was like, I'm an idiot. Just create a freaking data type. And then I can always add this data. I can add stuff to this data type. If we want to be like, I don't know, um, last edited time. If we wanted to add something else to this metadata, an ID, or last edited ID, or something like that, we could do that. And then I can add this metadata to all of my collections. So here I can just be like user metadata, right? Just do data type, and then boom, we'll just have metadata. We already have created time here, and last active time, I guess. We'll just remove that. So created time we will keep because in the user collection, that's sort of required for Google and Apple. That's just default. That's sort of what they give us. So we'll edit the other stuff, and it'll be pretty cool. But all right, let's get back to this. So the first step: query folders, have a status, have something like that. We're doing an app state. We're filtering the list items here. So item and list, right? Item and list data structure field status. You could just do whatever status equals to published here. And that's where we're getting this. And then down here, this should actually be a component. I created this last night quickly. So what I did was um, I have this delete window. Okay. And this delete window is actually being shown. It has conditional visibility, and it's being shown on a page state. So I have a page state here, right? Show delete, show hover. Those are two page states that I'm utilizing. And the show hover or the hover delete, sorry, the hover delete is what gives us this red when we get this. So I'll show you again. Um, and this is just a user experience thing, right? So um, when I actually want to go to dark mode, I think. Yeah. All right, so edit. So when I drag hello world here, right? Hey, looky there. I have the red to show you delete this item, delete it, delete it. Okay. Now you can do that with a mouse widget, or a mouse region widget, but it would turn red when you hover over it. In mobile, it doesn't really matter, but in desktop it would. So just keep that in mind. I also added this nice little shake animation, which I think is pretty sick. So it's sort of like what triggered uh, my thought process for this actually. So, all right, let's see what is this? Select that time specified database for action but okay. All right, cool. We'll remove that for now. We'll update the metadata later. Sweet. Okay, let's get back to our folders page. So, um, this edit button up here is what updates. Okay, it does two things here. It's going to update the page state. So, update page state. It's just going to toggle actually. So, toggle um, delete state. All right. And what that's doing is it's turning on the page state, right? Initially, hopefully, it'll turn on the page state to true. That page state is this show delete. Okay. So edit button, again, it's going to toggle between the two. So by default, it's false. When we get to the page, oh sorry, I'll reshare my screen on desktop or on FlutterFlow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give me a second. I'm gonna just do some display thing trickery here. Um, all right, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, that's terrible. Oop, sorry. Okay, we're gonna do that, and that way I can share my whole screen. Okay, nice. All right. So on page load, right? We're not showing the delete. Now we can still drag these. I haven't updated this to not be active when it's show delete. Joseph, thanks for joining, man. Glad to have you here. Oh, customize. Here it is. Oh my gosh, thank God. One. There it is. Praise. Joseph, so glad to have you, man. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. And what we're doing today is we're essentially showing how to use drag and drop to add and edit files, right? If you have a bunch of files, you could do this. It'd be really cool. You could also checkbox them, and then delete them all. But this is just one user experience thing that I think really, really works. So grid view of your items, right? Then you have you're gonna wrap this folder into a draggable, right? You need this folder into a draggable. That draggable is going to be whatever data type or collection, right? Document reference, um, yeah, whatever document reference you have. So if this was folders collection, we would pass in a doc reference here, and we'd say document folder. Okay. Um, and then your drag target. Okay. And I'll go over two important rules that I found. This was not working when it initially happened. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? I didn't know. So the drag target, again, drag target properties should be the same. It should be whatever your draggable is. So if your draggable is folder, your drag target should also accept a folder. Okay. Very important thing to notice when you are setting up a draggable element. So whatever the child of your draggable is, I typically will wrap these things in containers, and your containers should have a a identified height and width. Okay, the width is not as important. I'm doing this in a form builder, and we didn't have a width, but yeah, height and width. I did not have a height on this folder, and it wasn't working. The drag and drop was not working. So whatever you do here, height and width in the grid view, it's not going to matter, right? You're going to be able to you set the width from here. So we're gonna change this. We don't want that. Um, but yeah, the height and width won't really matter in the grid view. So make sure you set height and width here. When you drag this down here, also before I had set up this drag target to just wrap this list view, and for some reason, the list view, that drag target, maybe the list view wasn't expanded. When there was nothing in it. I don't know, because this is a sort of a specified height. So maybe that was it. Maybe this list view just wasn't expanded when there was nothing in it. So the drag target wasn't working. So I just moved the drag target up to the column, right? So we're wrapping it here. You could also wrap it in the delete window. No big deal. Um, yeah, no big deal. You could do it there. But this works flawlessly now. And we can even do this. I think I've set this up. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, you can click these. Yeah, like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Um, oh, I think maybe I need to. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't always work. But you can remove them. You can move them back up. So those are the two most important things: height and width, right? Draggable, and then set up your drag target down here. And then again, we're going to check on this drag target. As you can see, there's an action here. There's three triggers. What do those three triggers do? Let's go ahead and open that up. in the drag target. All right. On drag accept is where you're going to update that collection item or app state item in my case. So we're archiving the folder here. We're going to say, hey, my folders, update item at index, the drag data, right? I attached an ID to this. You're going to have to attach an ID to whatever. You need to be able to like, well, in this case, right, since I'm just doing a list of app states, it would be item at index. You don't have to do a list of items. You could do a collection. You could, basically say update, drag item reference. That would be the most typical, or ID if you're using Supabase. So you just want to do that, and then we're just updating the fields. So I'm just updating the status, archived, right? And yeah, I guess we could. Maybe that's the problem. No, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking. All right. So we're doing that. We're showing feedback, and then we are updating this secondary app state or page state, which will say, "Hey, no longer show the hover for the delete." Okay. And all we're doing on the drag enter is we're saying hover delete is true. On drag exit, we are saying hover delete is false. And on drag accept, we're saying hover delete is false. Now, what's hover delete? Hover delete is simply triggering the border color and the fill color of this background. It's just giving us a visual indicator of, hey, you're dragging something over this. You're dragging something over this, right? Now you're not. Yes, you are. Now you're not. Yes, you are. All right. So that's how you set up this sort of like little thing. Oh, I'll also show the shake animation. This is really easy. So on your folder, right within the page, I just have a on action trigger animation, and it just does shake. That's it. That's literally it. And then on this button, on this update state, right, we're saying, hey, show delete equals true. Then we're going to animate the folders. And if not, we're going to reset the animation. Okay. So that's what you can see here. Edit, animate, boom. Hey, hello world. That's the FlutterFlow tips. Come on now. Design files. Yeah, that's good. Hello world. Okay. Sometimes. There it is. FlutterFlow tips. Boom. Deleted a folder. Hello world. Delete that. And then when we save and close, we have our folders again. I think this is pretty nifty. I don't know why I can't do this. I don't know why it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. I'll have to open the logs. Called with no default duration. Animation control forward. Active ticker. Main folders widget state. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll do some more research. But again, with app state and with data types, it's a little harder to configure everything. With a backend, it's just like, it's going to be a lot easier. So that's how you do that. Hey, not too bad. 23 minutes in. That's what we have. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, well, what else would you guys like to build? I have some ideas, but I'll open it up. Joseph always has great ideas. And we have about 40 minutes. I'll open it up to, I'll open it up. If not, I'll build what I want to build, I guess. So, ooh, I need to update that. Cool. All right. Well, what else have I wanted to build? I had some ideas. This was mainly it. I also wanted to build a journaling app that had a tagging system, but we've already done tags in live streams, so it's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily needed. We could work more in my coffee app, which could be possible. So again, hopefully my video is not freezing up and it's going slow and everything. Uh, yeah, hopefully my video is not bugging. Um, let's see. What have I been wanting to build? I just haven't had time to build. Well, we can do yeah, we'll do more coffee app stuff. Because that is something that oh shoot. Nope. I need my coffee app. Give me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing. Come on, video. Don't be bugging me. All right, coffee notes. All right. Is my come on now. Come on now, video. Technical difficulties? Some? All right. You guys chat me up if it's not working. Oh, this was one thing. Um FlutterFlow now allows you to trigger the push notification or trigger the notifications. I don't know if it's just push notification. Sorry, uh, trigger the permissions. I don't know if it's just the push notifications permission or if it's all. But this is one thing that I wanted to utilize. Right before, when you logged into an application that had push notifications, it would automatically ask you. And again, that's not necessarily the best user experience. You want it to trigger the push note. You want to trigger um, the window where they can accept them. And typically, best practice is you allow them to decide that before the system notification allowance or rejection. Because if it's at a system level, it's a lot harder to change. You can't do it in the app. You have to go to the settings. You have to go to push notifications and do all this fun stuff. Not fun. So being able to say, hey, do you want to allow push notifications? Allow, I'll do this later, reject it here rather than the system wide place. And then you're going to be in a much better space. Oh, sorry. I'm not sharing. Dude, I don't know why my video is out. Um, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Um, this is what I was referring to. So allowing notifications, and then I'll do this later. I'm trying to put push notifications in my coffee app. So this is like the last piece to the puzzle for me in order to launch this uh, fun little project that I've been working on. Um, I have a list of notifications here. I have a profile that has a really cool, or I think really cool year in review section, and that video will be launching. I'm going to implement a coffee survey. So when you download the app, you will be able to sort of, go through here and select different coffee types, right? Favorite roast profile, your coffee types, and the equipment you have. And we'll utilize all of that within the app itself. So when you create a new app or when you create a new note, right, you have brewing equipment and grinders used. Um, so yeah, little fun stuff here. I'm gonna get this up and running, and I'm going to we're gonna try to get this trigger the push notification up and running. So when we initially sign up to the app, we don't get the allow push notifications. We get that during the onboarding process. So I want here I have a create account page, right? This create account page will link us to profile edit. Yes, I don't even know if we need that, but yeah, we're gonna do that. So on this profile edit, let's see, edit pages. I think I have a profile section here somewhere. Oh, social screens, profile edit. Okay, cool. So on this one, it looks like we have two conditions here. So we have edit profile, and if it's false, then it means it's creating the profile. Okay. So what I want to do is on this button, yep, cool, cool. So if it's edit profile, we want to navigate back. And if it's create profile, we want to navigate them to this permission notifications page. Okay, sick. I think this is going to work, hopefully. But yeah, this is sort of my new. I think we've done some of this stuff before. I got notifications up and running. User liked your post. User has accepted a friend request. User has left a comment. I have little icon indicators there. And then for some of them, I don't have. Hey, not bad. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's log out. Ooh, nice. We have this. I need to mark my coffee for the day. Actually, I have a coffee right here that I brewed. Mm, it was not very good, but that just means I need to brew it different next time. That's why it's important to. Um, it's very important to keep track of your coffees. So I did 32. Um, I did 520. Yeah, 63. That's right. 520, 530. I did 9.2. Not really that great. The body wasn't there. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing my entire screen. Replace screen, entire screen. Yes, boom. Okay, sorry about that. And I'll go ahead and change this again. Just for yeah, it's huge. All right. Yeah, well, we'll do this. I'm gonna do a three actually. I think yeah, lower ratio next time. And I also have the ability to do espresso. So you can do it just changes some of the it doesn't change any of the values, it just changes some of the verbiage around it. If you're not a coffee drinker and you don't do this, it doesn't matter. And then it changes the type. So you have coffees and you have espressos. So all right, we're gonna save note. I don't need to make that public. I don't want people to see I had a 3.0 rated thing. Oh, dude, another thing I did. Oh, come on. All right, this is a thing we should do. This is the thing. This is the thing. All right, homies. So I did this. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with it. All right, let's see. We're gonna do device. We're gonna do keyboard. I'm gonna talk about the keyboard. All right, so um, hey, right, and we're gonna do at, and then we're gonna search a user, Andrew. Oh, look at this. Oh, dude, I'm so happy with this. Okay, yeah, that's what we should actually do that. Let's finish what we were starting, and then we will talk on tagging users. Yes, 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 yes. Tagging users, and basically, I'm just I implemented a custom function through FF Copilot, and it works, and I'm so happy with it. Um, and it also will tag the user, so it'll let's see, January 4th now. Yeah, it'll tag a user, and they'll get a notification. Pretty sick. So yeah, let me finish what I started, and then we'll get into that. Of course, I did that over the break. All right, let's go ahead and log out, and let's go. Let's create an account. This is the new coffee, right? Ooh, nice, nice. Okay, create an account. We're gonna say team layout design. Uh, and we're gonna create. Boom. All right, let's change photo gallery. Yes, allow access. I'm gonna do this guy. Update changes. My name is the baddest brewer. Update and continue. Oh yes, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this animation that I did in real time. Because obviously, like I yeah. I already have push notifications enabled on my device, but all right. So we will um, allow. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, FlutterFlow. This is superb. I freaking love this. Awesome. Yes, yes. Okay, cool, cool, cool. This is a app state, or this is a cache. Sorry, query cache. So that's why it was like that. Um, but hey, not bad at all. We can go through this. I should actually like, yeah, let's see. New note. We have no coffees. Oh, I need the empty state here. Come on, my guy. Okay. New coffee. Yes, you do that. Sick. Um, rock on. Okay. Um, Here, we'll find a friend. I'm gonna add this guy. That's me. And I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna actually go here. All right, go to find my friends. So this is my request. I'm gonna accept it on my phone. I love creating friends and then accepting them, you know. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but I sort of have to in my 30s, you know. Fabricate friends. All right, sick. I'm going to accept it. Baddest brewer. And looky there. Now I have a friend. Awesome. And I can come over here to my friends feed and I get all of my friends feed. Oh, come on. It's not bad. This is not bad. All right, we're gonna like this, like this, like that. Maybe we'll leave a comment here, right? Here, we'll say, hey man, hey dude, you did great, Andrew. Hey. Oh, okay. Hmm. Maybe I'm not. Oh, I'm not allowing you to tag the user because it's I'll just tag my other user. Yeah, because it's that post. So Baz Brewer. Hey, this is not. This is me. This is this guy. All right, sick. This is something I get to. Yeah. Okay. I'll fix that. It is not a bad coffee. It's a really really good coffee. So pretty sick. All right. You can now follow along with Baz Brewer Coffee. Hey, looky there. I like it. He's not bad. So yeah, my friend, somebody accepted my friend request. I got a notification. I didn't get a notification on my device because I need to set up. At some point, I will go over that. I probably just need to film it. I should probably film it for this. I'm not going to do it on the live stream though. It's too challenging. Um, Figured out. Pretty sick though. Okay, so all you have to do, right, in order um, to do what we just did, which was push notifications, right? Triggering that on a custom page. Okay, triggering that on a custom page. FlutterFlow has made it really easy. And what you have to do is come to settings, go to permissions. No, sorry, not permissions. I think it's app details. Where is this? Hey, push notifications. There it is. Obviously, it's in the push notifications. So come over here, say automatically prompt users for permission and toggle that off. And then what we're going to do is we just need to trigger that somewhere. Okay. And I have this is default. I actually want this to slide up. I don't know why I didn't have this slide up before, but I have it there. And I think I have, well, okay. Um, let's see if I have it in my profile. I also have it in my profile. So if I had rejected it, I should get it here. So yeah, notifications here. This should, update. It should navigate to that push notifications allow screen. Um, and the way I'm showing this is I actually have um, in the user document, I have a notifications active Boolean here, notifications, likes, and comments. I'm gonna have a notification settings page where I can turn off notifications for likes or turn off notifications for comments. Um, and then yeah, notifications active. So we are updating that on my permission screen. And really, this is a workaround. Um, I think you have to do some sort of custom action to sort of get um, access to say, hey, in the settings of your phone, do you actually have them turned on? You know, but if they don't have them turned on, it doesn't matter, right? So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just updating the user document here. I'm saying request permissions, update user doc with all of these, and then go to main discover. So that's that. All right, let's get into tagging freaking users because I think that's sick. Um, and I had an epiphany when I was off. I said I worked on some things, maybe, but I worked on not very much, and I didn't. Um, but this is one thing that I did work on. I was like, hey, I wonder if we could trigger an action on something within an input. And so I went around and I was like, let's try this, right? Um, we have like we have keyboard actions, and I was like, okay, maybe like a keyboard, maybe you know a keyboard action could work on shortcut press, and that didn't work. And I was like, no, that's not really what we want because we're going to be in this is a mobile app, and so we're going to be in this comment section in the text field. And so what I did was I have two custom functions. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we did here on the action. And so we have on change. So this on change, we can actually remove this. This is unnecessary now um, that I know of. I think we'll keep it, but I think it's unnecessary. Um, and we're doing a custom action, right? This custom action is saying, hey, get tagged users. All right. Custom action will take in the string. So it's going to take in the comment box and it's going to take in the cursor position. Okay. Now it's important that you need the cursor position. You don't want, anytime you type into the text field after you have an @ sign for this to trigger an action. You need to say, hey, tell me how many, or tell me where my cursor is in line with how many, what the string is. And if the cursor is directly after the @ sign, then trigger this animation or trigger this action. All right. So, and I think this pretty much works. We'll try some edge cases. I don't know if this accounts for every edge case, right? I don't know if it accounts for every edge case, but it accounts for some. So get tagged users. If show tag users is true, so if this cursor is right after the @ sign, then get user details, get the drop down list, and then if we're going to return something from the drop down list, okay, and that return I'll show you is just a tagged user. Okay, you're going to tag one user at a time. So I have I have users, I have a search in there. You can select a user, tag it, and then we're going to return something. Okay, so we're returning a tagged user, and we're saying, hey, look, if tagged user is set and user ID is uh, not equal to my user ID, user doc. Okay, not equal to the user ID of the user document. Okay, then we're going to set this form field. Okay, we're going to set it. We're combining the text here. Okay, this is also sort of important. Sorry, I know this is a lot of show and it's a lot of tell, I guess. It's a lot of tell. So what we're doing here, and you think this is simple, it's, as you said, it's multiple steps. As I said, it's multiple steps. So get user drop-down list. Okay, this is gonna trigger that. We're gonna grab a user document, then we're gonna bring it back into this page. All right. If we have one, right, because we can close that without returning something. And if so, we're not gonna return anything. We're not gonna return a name. We're just gonna say, okay, whatever. You don't wanna have a user. But if you return a user, if you say, click the user, you brought them in here, then we're going to add their name after the @ sign. Okay. So we're going to say, take the comment text. Okay. Take all of this text, boom, and take the display name here. I don't think we need this. And add the display name to the text field. The set form field is miraculous, man. It's great. So we're going to set form field here. We're going to focus the field when set, and then we're going to have the cursor position at the end of that. Oh, that's why. Come on. So here I just have a space. See, isn't that beautiful? Just have I just have a space. All right, cool. And then we have a page state here as well. Leave comment. So this page state is tagged users. And so what we're doing is we're adding that user to the tagged users, right? So that when we send a push notification, because when we send this, we're going to send a push notification, validate form, create document, boom, boom, coffee notes, user. Um, Update. Yeah. So here I'm just like I'm making sure that we don't have two of the same user references here. So sorry, I'm just gonna get my numbers. Okay, mostly on Twitter. All right, all good. And then we're gonna create an activity. That activity is gonna show up on it's gonna show up here, right? But we're also gonna send push notification, right? We have other users, so tag users reference, same thing here. We're going to send to tag users reference. We're going to clear the text field, reset text field, update tagged users, update leave comment, and we're going to re-add the author. Okay, cool. So yeah, on page load, we're adding the author to that tag users list. On adding here, right, we're saying, hey, does the author exist in that list? If so, you can remove them. Or if I'm sorry, if I exist in that list, I can remove myself. So let's come over here to this comment section real quick because let's see, photo URL, user doc. Okay. Um, that user doc should be the user. Okay, okay, yeah, that's right. We're not doing that. Boom. We want the user doc associated with a comment. See, this is why you test. This is why you test. Let's see if I want to make sure this name is not user document. Okay, good, good. All right. Let's just re-upload that, and we should go back to that friend. Let's see what has a comment. This one, the baddest brewer. So this should actually update to my image, not the image of the creator. And somebody commented on my recent one. Oh, I hate it when that happens. But if you guys have any, oof. All right, let's reset. Any questions on? Okay, well, actually, yeah, you probably do have questions because we didn't go over the custom action and then the two custom functions. So we have a custom action down here. I think it's the get tagged user. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna make sure. Get tagged user simple. Okay. It did take me a while to do this. Took me two of those. So get tagged user simple. So it's a custom action, and it says if the string contains an @ symbol and the cursor position is directly after, then return true. Okay. Again, I used FF Code Pilot. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just something stupid. Some shad. See, it's some library issue, but all right. And then on my custom action, what I'm doing is I'm returning a Boolean, right? I'm returning it true. I'm taking in a string, right, which is going to be the text, and then the cursor position, which says, hey, yeah, that's it's not really, it doesn't really affect building. So um, yeah. All right, so it takes in the cursor position, and so what this does is, if you guys want to know, right, and why I said like, oh, maybe it's not the best, but um, I'll say like, hey, this is really great. At we'll get Andrew. Um, we'll tag Andrew Birchfield, but if I had like you know an at back here, I think yeah, it's not going to. I'm not gonna be able to reinsert an at over here. So yeah, dude, it's just like yeah, it doesn't work perfect, okay? It's not gonna work perfect. One thing and also like, oh, if I deleted this, well, uh it's not gonna delete your this tag user. Like if I say, oh, I don't want to tag Andrew, then it's not going to delete Andrew. So one thing we probably need to do is say, hey, let's have tagged users up here maybe, and we can just remove them if we don't want to tag them. So we'll tag them, and then whenever whenever I update this app and send it to him, he can get a notification. So all right. So cursor position and special and total characters. So we have get current position, right? And we're just again very simple. Take the text, return the number of characters, boom, and then we're just getting text length. So that's the cursor position, and then the text is simple. It's just whatever's in this comment box. Okay, sick. Well, that is how you. That's one way, one very simple and not perfect way of implementing a tagged user list. It was easier. So before, like, and even some large social platforms, when they initially launched, had this way of just like, hey, tag users. Okay, cool. You won't be able to like tag them in the text field. You'll like tag them and they'll exist in a list, right? So you could also do that. You could just say, hey, I want to tag users. I could have like a little @ sign here. I'll tag users. I'll get that same list item. I'll just go through the list, boom, 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 and then I'll add them to the list here, and then I'll tag them in the comments. They'll be attached underneath here. Um, but I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to try this. I think it's pretty cool. The styling is still the same, so I need to figure that out. But I feel like it's going to be a process. It'll be a little process. So, but I'm super happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I mean, we have 8 minutes left. Like I said, it's pretty bare bones here for the first of the year. So what we did, I'll just go through what we went over to recap. We have, let's see, no hymns. We have folders. We have this. We sort of went over how to set up a delete section where you can drag and drop, items. Yeah, personally. Yep. You can drag and drop items and boom, boom. And then yeah, you can also animate this. So drag me, right? And we also went over how to set up um, a permissions dialog, right? How to custom that permissions dialog um, in your applications so that when you go through onboarding, you don't automatically get that system alert or system trigger for allowing or denying push notifications. You can actually trigger that when you want to in your application. So that it's really simple. Toggle in FlutterFlow, create the screen, and then trigger it from the request permissions action in FlutterFlow. And this is we didn't do this, but this is the one thing you know, the other thing I built that I'm still working on, but trying to do a user profile, you know, let's see. Oh, now I have to reset. Okay, because I want to see the last thing that we did, which was atting, basically tagging users within a comment and utilizing the @ sign trigger within a text field in order to bring up a custom dialog. Actually, I think it's a bottom sheet. Bring up a bottom sheet. Yeah, I think I just did the bottom sheet. Bring up a bottom sheet with users where you can search users and then tag them, add them to a list, and you can get push notifications. Now I can show you that because I got a push notification. I didn't get a push notification, sorry. I did get a notification though. The baddest brewer has left a comment. Hey dude, you did great. Hey, really, this is great. Andrew Birchfield. Tagging Andrew Birchfield in my comments. Unbelievable. Um, but yeah, this is what we did. So come over here, comments. Um, you can say, how do you like this coffee, Andrew? You can search. I'll just do that for now. Yeah, how do you like this coffee? Right. And then you could say like, hey, Jace, he doesn't have a name. Let's see, I need to return like a user or an empty state, but I'll just remove that. Ooh, nice. Let's see. Mateo. All right, we're going to tag Mateo in this. Again, nobody has the so yeah, you can tag users Mateo and Andres or Andres F and they will get a notification in here. So and then I could work on like maybe likes for comments. That's what I need to do. And likes for comments, maybe replies. But all in all, I think we went over a good amount of things in here. So yeah, the permissions page that we went over with this, I just created this and I just said like, hey, when you sign up, if you're on the create account screen and you go to the edit profile screen and it's there's a parameter here if it's edit profile or create. If it's create, then we're going to refer you to this permissions notifications, and then this is just allow that. So it's allowing that system response, that system trigger for the push notifications. And you don't have that as soon as you download the app or as soon as you log into the app. You have it here where you can customize it. I mean, look at this beautiful design. If I do say so myself, and you can say, "Hey, I'll do this later," and then if they do it later, you can have something like this profile where you allow them to trigger it later. So hopefully that works. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm releasing a video later this week on how to do this grid view. So this grid view, I'm gonna just log out and log back in. Ooh, and all right, all right. So I need to reset or clear the query cache um, when I exit the app. But this is that little activity view. So I'm showing that. I have this in a video launching this week, hopefully. But yeah, little saying like, oh, you brewed on this day, and you brewed on this day, and you brewed two on this day, and taking the average rating. I did a custom tooltip, right? Praise God, right? FlutterFlow allows custom components and tooltips now. So I don't even have to do I don't have to worry about this little tail. We don't have to do custom. I'm not making this a custom dialogue where you can't, click off or anything, which I guess it wouldn't matter, but I think it's pretty cool. So I hope you like it. I hope this all makes sense. And I'm going to end a little early, I guess, 2 minutes, but ooh, nice. Need to add some expanded here. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2025. I'm excited for 2025. I hope you guys are as well. I know that the world is changing rapidly, and it can be really nerve wracking as we go into as we are in technology, and AI is sort of advancing rapidly, and yeah, just like technology itself, tech companies are firing a bunch of people. Who knows what's going to go on? I mean, World War III may happen, and there's a lot in this world that's happening right now. I hope you guys have peace or will have peace, and that you guys are blessed throughout your life. And I just want to say thank you again for joining. Thanks for the support. Really appreciate it, and look forward to creating more of this content as we move forward. So thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest.